Today we're going to have a lesson on why adding all-wheel drive to a sports car is genuinely stupid and only for the weak. The reason that manufacturers add it is because it makes it easier for more normal people to control their cars, so they can have higher horsepower cars without scaling themselves too much. Yes, it helps with power coming out of the corner, but you know where it doesn't help? Literally everywhere else. For two main reasons. One, it adds weight, especially to the front of the vehicle, and it adds drivetrain loss. So take an M3 with rear-wheel drive versus X-Drive. The rear-wheel drive one will be lighter, and it'll also have more power to the wheels, which means that under braking, under turn-in, and mid-corner, it'll be faster than the X-Drive in every way. The X-Drive will have a slight advantage in putting power down out of the corner. However, once it gets out of the corner and onto the straights, then it is accelerating slower again because, well, it's X-Drive and it has more drivetrain loss, plus it's heavier. So the rear-wheel drive one with the same amount of power will pull on the X-Drive variant. Also, the rear-wheel drive one won't need as much advantage coming out of the corner because it's already just carrying more speed. And another thing I've never heard anyone talk about is having all-wheel drive in your car has to compromise it mechanically in some way. Take, for instance, Lamborghini. In order to get their all-wheel drive system in the mid-engine setup, they have to raise the engine, or the fucking engine. Brain's just stuck on inches for some reason. They have to raise the engine. Jesus. They have to raise the engine about 3 to 4 inches in order to fit the front drive shaft under the engine because they have no other way to get power to the front. So it has to compromise how it is on corners and how much speed it can carry through the corners and under braking because the center of gravity is higher. With Audi, there's mid-engine, there's front-engine cars, and then there's front-engine cars because the engine is so far ahead of the front axle, it might as well be connected by Bluetooth. So you're just going to understeer into that tree. And then with BMWs, with their style, you have to make the engine higher up in the engine bay, which compromises the center of gravity even further, meaning that if it was a pure rear-wheel drive car that had no ties to all-wheel drive system, then it would corner even better in the first place. So all-wheel drive is for the weak and it's for stupid people. Anyway.